President Starr, thank you. And Professor Sabwani, thank you so much. That was such a wonderful introduction. Distinguished trustees and faculty, honored guests, families, and most especially the Pomona College class of 2026. I am so delighted to share this day with you, and wow, an honorary degree from Pomona, alongside Jane Olson and David Ziblatt. I can think of 47 reasons why this is the honor of a lifetime. And one of them is that I've always wanted to be a sage hen. So this is a dream come true. Am I supposed to chirp? Is that? Okay. You'll have to teach me that later. To the families who are here, welcome. You've given so much time, money, emotional bandwidth, and I suspect a lot of unreturned phone calls. Your graduate is now the proud owner of a liberal arts education, which means they can explain the French Revolution, deconstruct a poem, and tell you everything wrong with capitalism. But they still may need some help doing their taxes. That's what you're for. Graduates, you've been sitting a little bit. Let's take a moment. Please rise if you are able. Turn around. Rise. Turn around. Thank your people, your parents, your grandparents, whoever raised you, your siblings, your friends, your partners, every person who ever loved you and sacrificed so you could be sitting here today. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest about the world you're entering. It ain't pretty. When I told a friend about this graduation, she said, "What are you going to tell them? We have a climate crisis, we have wars with no end, democracy in decline, AI is eating their jobs. It's kind of messed up out there." Well, I didn't think it'd make a very good speech to say, "I'm honored to be here. Things are very messed up. Thank you very much. Good luck." So let me say a few other things. America turns 250 this year, and yes, our democracy is under stress. But I understand you recently did your part by hosting a gubernatorial debate right here on campus. How many of you helped organize that event? Yeah? Some of you? How many of you attended the event? Some of you? Good. I think the best line of the night was from your classmate, Ryan Kosarian, a junior, who asked a question right after the candidates had talked all over each other and began by saying, "Wow, that was a bit of a mess." That was gutsy, actually. It captured the moment, but for me, it also captured a vital essence of democracy. It is messy. It is loud. It is cacophonous. As Churchill said, it's the worst form of government, except all the others. And no matter where you are, left, right, or center, I hope that hosting the debate, despite the mess, seeing democracy in action gave you a spirit of unity and made you feel part of something larger. So congratulations on that great public service to the state of California. What else can you do for our democracy? Well, first, vote. It's obvious. But as you may know, and as Professor Sabwani surely knows, young people 18 to 24 years old have the lowest voting rate in our electorate. Don't let that be you. I'm 55 and part of the highest voting rate in the electorate, and there's no reason that you should let people like me chart your future. Second, talk to people who disagree with you. Not to win, not to persuade, but to understand. Debate and disagreement are the lifeblood of democracy. It's how we seek truth, test ideas, find solutions. And let me be the first to say, it can be frustrating. I sit on a 7-member court, and it sure would be nice if my colleagues agreed with me more. But I'm sure they feel the same about me. It's hard. It's hard for judges. It's hard for ordinary citizens. But welcome to democracy. Pomona has given you the tools to engage with complexity and sit with discomfort. Use them. Seek out the people who challenge your assumptions and listen, really listen to what they have to say. Third, find your place in the public square. That doesn't mean you have to run for office or become a lawyer or a journalist, although I hope some of you will. It means finding the intersection of what you are good at and what the world needs. If you're going into medicine, ask who doesn't have access to the care you will provide. If you're going into technology, ask who's left behind by what you're building. If you're going into the arts, ask whose stories are not being told. Democracy is not just a system of government, it's a practice of asking who is left out and what can I do about it. And fourth, and most importantly, be a good citizen every day. Not just for jury duty, not just on election day. America was born 250 years ago, but democracy was not won in a single year or by any single generation. It's a work of progress for every generation and always has been. You can stand up for democracy by staying informed, listening to others, organizing, participating, and speaking up. The skills of democracy are like any skills. Use it or lose it. So use them, you must. When I think about the challenges we face, I think about my immigrant parents who had so much faith in America that they left their families and their homeland with barely a suitcase to make their life here. They came 60 years ago believing America is committed to the rule of law and their children would have freedoms and opportunities they did not have. It turns out their faith was well placed because here it is possible in a single generation for a child of immigrants not only to enjoy those freedoms and opportunities, but also to hold an office that protects them for others. That's me. And you can do the same with the friends and foundation you gained here, and you must. Pomona College, class of 2026, you have everything it takes to succeed and lead in a messy, uncertain future. And the question is not whether you are ready for the world, but whether the world is ready for you. I can't wait to find out. Congratulations, Pomona College, class of 2026. Good luck.